One of the ways that we can get errors when it comes to ADA compliance or accessibility is that we have empty headings or maybe empty links with no text in them. As users that are visually impaired navigate the page, if we have empty elements, those two empty elements, sometimes they can confuse or make it harder for people to navigate our website. So in order to kind of track that down, I want to show you my screen here. I'm in an editor, and I have a link that's empty in here, as well as a heading. Now, typically, if you've got a link hidden somewhere, maybe you've highlighted extra text when you created the link and then you only deleted the text and it leaves a space with just an empty link there. You can see that typically it's going to show me like a little underline somewhere, so you just want to kind of keep an eye out and look for that. So this is definitely a link. It's just there's no text there, so it's showing me just a blank space. So I do have that, so I could select this and just delete it if I wanted. Just kind of get rid of it, highlight it and get rid of it. And then the other thing that happens is we have empty headings. So here's how we find them. In the editor, there is a thing that says show blocks, a little icon that says show blocks up here. And if I click on this, it's going to show me, okay, here's my paragraphs. And I can type and do all kinds of fun stuff here. Or if I'm in a paragraph, I can return. It gives me a new line. If I shift return, it gives me a new paragraph. And you can see here, I actually have a heading. It's noted by the H3. And you can see up here, it's a heading. And I want to make sure I have no empty headings anywhere. So I can come back and just backspace them and get rid of them. And then if I want space below what that text is, I can shift and return and get myself some new paragraphs, and a new paragraph empty is fine. But you don't want new headings that are empty. So you want to make sure you can use that show blocks feature to make sure that anywhere in your box here there's not an H and a number. There's no heading left there with empty space in it. You want to make sure I'm backspace out all of those and get rid of them. So that's kind of how you can identify hidden links or maybe empty links, empty headings in the editor. And you want to make sure when you're using headings and links that you're very careful about how you place them, and you want to make sure you know what you're selecting. So if I'm going to set a link on something, I want to select just the text. I don't want to select empty space out beside it. Or sometimes you highlight in a hurry and it goes the wrong way, and you end up just highlighting an empty space here and making a link out of that. And then you make the link and you don't see anything, so then you go ahead and link this too, but then later you delete this text and you still got an empty space here. So that's kind of how that happens. Or you create a heading and then you decide you don't want it, so you just backspace it out, but you don't backspace to completely get rid of the paragraph or the heading, and so it kind of ends up staying there and it hides itself. So just kind of use this fun little tool here called show blocks. It'll kind of show you where everything's at. It'll let you get rid of those things so you don't have that issue in the future. If you have any questions, you can always hit us up on the OPSRC website, opsrc.net, and under website offering there is a support tab. Would love to help you in any way you might need it. Thanks.